Hi, good morning. My name is Dr. Enzo Sinatra, and I'm coming to you from sunny Tucson, Arizona. I have a background in health, and I've been in the health field for over 40 years. I'm licensed as a chiropractor. I have a master's degree in acupuncture. I'm also a certified yoga teacher, and over this time, I've gained a little bit of knowledge about the body. And so there are some things I want to share with you today, especially in these troubling times that we're all experiencing, filled with fear, worry, doubt, anxiety. And one of the most fundamental things that we can do is to have a structured breathing practice. What I mean by that is that most of us don't even think about breathing. And one of the things that happens is that anytime that we're feeling anxious, anytime that we're feeling stressed, the first thing that happens is that our breath becomes really short and rapid. So I think it's really important that we begin to experience what it feels like to take a full breath, and as a result of that, over time, to be able to regulate our breathing in a way that can help to calm us, and not to mention that it increases the carrying capacity of oxygen throughout our whole body. So the first thing to keep in mind is that when we breathe, most of us are breathing from the upper part of our body, our chest. And if you notice or observe a newborn child, one of the first things that you'll notice is that automatically that child will breathe from their abdomen. And we've lost that ability for whatever reason. So one of the first things that we need to do is to practice the full breath, and there are actually three parts to it. And the three parts are that we breathe from our abdomen, bring the breath up to our chest, and then bring it up to the upper chest and even up to the head. So if you can, one of the best ways to do this for yourself, even though I'm sitting and I will demonstrate, is to lie down in a comfortable position or place where you can just relax. And you'll notice that, especially if you put your hands on your abdomen and bring your attention there, that you'll try, or automatically your breath will begin to relax as you try to breathe in from the abdomen and slowly bring it up towards the upper part of your chest. So this is how it would go. You can actually place your hand on your belly, and just as you inhale, and at first it may seem awkward because it's somewhat mechanical, but I assure you that over time it will become automatic. So what we want to do is place our hands on our lower belly, and as we breathe in, just bring your attention to your lower abdomen and fill the abdomen with the breath. So this is what it would look like. And then just exhale. So the next part is to bring the breath from the abdomen to the middle of the chest, and I'll demonstrate. So breathing in. And then when we exhale, it's the complete opposite. So we'll exhale from the chest first and then from our belly. And the third part is from the belly to the chest and then to the upper chest and even into the neck. And if you can envision bringing that breath up into your head, so it would look something like this. And just relax. The reason why you may hear me breathing like so is just to emphasize the sound of the breath, but you certainly don't have to do that. Once you feel comfortable with doing this three-part breath, what I'd like to suggest to you is then that we advance to the next element of the practice, which is basically rapid abdominal breathing, and then there will be some retention of the breath, and then a slow exhale. So what I mean by that is that if this is not something that's familiar to you, is that you would want to just take an inhale, then exhale, bring the breath down into the abdomen, and then rapidly begin to push the abdomen in, and naturally it will come out. So my hand is on my lower abdomen, and you'll see that I'm exaggerating the motion, but this is what it would look like. And what we want to do with that, again, is that after we've done that 20, 30, 40 times, if it feels comfortable for you. And I just want to say regarding that is to start very slowly and just do maybe a round of 10 breaths instead of feeling like, oh, I can do 40 or 50 or 100. That's not the point. The point is to actually do the exercise and not the numbers themselves. And the numbers will go up automatically as we begin to develop these muscles, just like any other muscle that we use when we're training. So over time, it will become stronger, and as a result, more efficient and easier to do. So again, what I'm saying is to do this rapid abdominal breath. Then after the last one, whatever it is at the count of 10 or maybe 20 for you, is to just take a deep breath, and you're going to hold your breath as long as you can naturally without forcing anything. When it's time for you to exhale, meaning that you're starting to feel that I can't hold my breath much longer, then you just slowly exhale. And then what you will do is you will take 3 slow abdominal breaths after that, meaning a full inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then you'll start that process again. So I'm going to demonstrate. I won't be talking because I need to show what's going on, and so that you have an idea of what that looks like. So here we go. I'm going to exhale, and then I will start the rapid abdominal breath. So that was an abbreviated version, but it gives you an idea of how it's actually done. One would do 3 rounds of this exercise, and then you just, at the end, you take a few or as many breaths as you need to just come back towards feeling completely relaxed as a result of the process. There should be no strain, there should be no discomfort in doing this. And if you find that you're getting lightheaded in this process, then you're working too hard and you're not doing it properly. All right, so that's the part of the the rapid abdominal breathing exercise. The next one is actually more of my favorite, although I do both of these every morning for about half an hour. The next one is alternate nostril breathing with retention. So from the yogic tradition, basically the idea was that the reason why we control our breath is that it has so many benefits, not to mention the physiological ones, as I discussed a little bit about having more oxygen carried to all of your cells. But it also can be very, very calming to our nervous system, and over time it can actually feed us in terms of having more energy. So from an acupuncture perspective, what they say, and this holds true for yoga as well, and we know that basically we have very little control over our breath, and if we cannot breathe, it doesn't take long for life to no longer exist. And the thing that's interesting to me too is that the idea of when we are taking a breath in, that we call it inspiration, and when we exhale or let the breath out, expiration. So inhale, inspiration, is life, and expiration is actually lack of life or death. So breathing is very essential and crucial to our life. And the more we can regulate it, the more we will find out for ourselves the benefits of it. So basically, it doesn't matter how you hold your hand. In the tradition of yoga, what they do is right hand basically in this fashion. But if that's uncomfortable for you, what you can do is just thumb and index finger. So what we would like to do, and there's a ratio to it. So for every count that you breathe in, you want to exhale to twice that, which would be, so if I'm going to count to the count of 4, inhale, I would like to breathe out to the count of 8. So start maybe with the count of 2 and exhale to the count of 4 and work your way up. So it would look something like this. So I want to correct something in the demonstration that I just did. On the left nostril side, what I did was I did a retention of the breath. I don't want you to do that yet, although that is the next step that I'm going to talk about. And so again, the inhale to exhale is a ratio of 1 to 2. And so we want to exhale twice as long as the count is for inhaling. Now the retention part of it is that we're actually maximizing the benefit of the breath by allowing our body to have the oxygen permeate throughout the cells even more. And so the retention, then the ratio would be 1 to 4 to 2. So for every count of the breath in, I'm going to hold for 4 and then exhale for 2. So if it's the count of 1, I will demonstrate inhale 1, hold for 4, exhale for 2. Ultimately, what we want to do is get to at least a count of 4 inhales, retention of 16, and exhale for 8. Now, for me personally, because I've been doing it for a while, I do an inhale count of 8, retain for 32, and then exhale for 16. I'm just saying that that's what I do at this point. But again, I want you to go slowly. There should be no discomfort whatsoever. And I think what you will find is if you do this on a regular basis, that it will be a tremendous help for you, not just today or this week in terms of what's going on with our stress levels, but for the rest of your life. Thank you very much and look forward to sharing with you some more information in the near future. Have a great day.